We're gonna listen to our close encounter story from today in the house, and Tracy is gonna interview Angelina today. So let's welcome them as we listen to Angelina's close encounter story.
I was thinking about these stools beforehand. They're for tall people, so if we fall off, yeah. Okay. So this morning, I'm really excited to be able to do this interview with Angelina, and I pretty much know her story, but Ange, before we get to your encounter, maybe tell the congregation just a little bit about you, where you come from, and what brought you to London. You're on?
So I came here in 2012 to do my undergraduate, which I finished that, and then I decided to do a master's. So I just completed my master's in September, and now I'm currently looking for a job. So, yeah.
And where do you come from?
I come from Malaysia.
And what type of family have you grown up in?
So my background, my family is Hindu. Come from not very strong religious background, but we are many Indian cultures kind of just follow, go with the flow kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned you're from Malaysia, Hindu background. So what was your spiritual life growing up? What was it like for you?
So I said my family were not very religious, but we did go to temple from time to time. And in Hinduism, we worship loads of idols, so I didn't really connect. There was just too many idols to connect to. But my mom was born in Japan, and she went to a Christian school, and she still reads the Bible till today. So growing up, I saw her practice both religions, and I thought that was fine, because it's just another god to add to the long list. But after exploring and everything, I realized that that you can't actually really do that. So yeah.
Okay. And about a year ago, actually pretty much around the same time this year, I got a text message from you saying I did it. And maybe tell everyone you're a Christian now. Yeah. And that was what that text message was actually talking about. So maybe tell them how it came about that you actually became a Christian.
So I met my boyfriend, and he came from a really strong Christian family, and he always encouraged me to come to church, and I was like, no, just because I felt guilty taking the time to come to church on a Sunday and not go to the temple, since I was considered a Hindu. So I felt that was not fair. But somehow one day I was like, it's okay, I'll come. And I cried. And clearly I could feel that I was searching for something. I knew in Hinduism I was not finding what I needed. So I cried, and then met Tracy from weeks to weeks, got to know Jesus, explore a bit. And I think I was in quite a bad place, because I've been searching for jobs, and I got a rejection, and I was like, not again. And I knew at some point I would say the prayer and say, yes, I am a Christian, but I don't know what was holding me back. And I think that point was just like, Angie, just do it. You know you're going to do it, so why not now? And I think that's what pushed me towards it. Yeah.
And I remember I was meeting with you, and there was a huge fear as well. Because of coming from a Hindu background, your parents would not actually be very happy knowing that you are a Christian right now. And so there was a huge fear. And as I sat down in a coffee shop with you and explained the gospel to you and what Christianity was about, you were very emotional. And I felt like I could actually pray a prayer with her at that moment, but I was like, I'm not going to take advantage of her emotions at that point. And I gave you a one-to-one book, and I talked to you about the fear that you were feeling, and that God could help you as well. But I wanted you to consider it. And in the one-to-one book, there was a prayer. And then I just let you go. Yeah. And so what happened then?
So yeah, I left, and I don't know, through the weeks meeting with you and getting to know Jesus, I think small significant stuff happened in my life, and I was like, I think this is the right way. And I was in a really bad place, and I just felt that it was something that pushed me to say it. And then saying it, and then realizing that, how am I supposed to tell my parents, and will they be mad with me? But I trust God that definitely that at some point that I will tell them and they'll be fine with it.
That's good. And then since you became a Christian last year, what has life been like for you?
Amazing. Just because I feel with Jesus in my life, I have this hope and this peace that I can't explain. I have friends telling me that you're in this situation. How are you going through it? I'm just like, it's fine. My trust is in God, and whatever is meant to happen, it's happened. I've learned that everything happens for a reason in life. I can look back now and say, I know why God put me in this position. And going forward, I can say that I don't want to do something, but I know if God's pushing me towards that, then it'll all work out. So yeah.
So what have you been doing since you became a Christian that's helped you to
I think
grow in your relationship? I know you were on a course basically the week afterwards.
So after I became a Christian, I went on board. I said, let's do this. Basically did follow 1, and today I'm doing follow 3. So it's been a really, really good journey, and just building and just growing and just trusting God that in the end everything will work out.
Amen.
Come on, let's give Angelina a hand.